Let's look at more ways to flattening the curve. We have Dr. Yahya Desu, Head Risk Communication Division of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC. He joins us from our Abuja studios. Glad you could join us at this time. Let's begin testing. Where are we with reaching our goal of 2 million tests in 2 to 3 months? Have we also started deploying the RDT Swift kits?
Good afternoon. Thank you. Good evening, Millicent. Thanks for having me. And where are we? This is subject to so many factors. We have the supply side and the demand side. For the supply side, we now have over 50 laboratories across the country. And then this also includes the gene expert machines that have been converted to test for COVID-19. But for supply side, for demand side, now people need to come out to come and to make sure that they get themselves tested, particularly those who meet the case definition. That is the contact of confirmed cases, people in communities where transmission has been prevalent. So, so those people need to come out, and then the states also need to do more in creating demands and announcing where these collection centers are, and then to also make sure that they cite more collection centers. We also know that there are issues of logistics, which vary from state to state, and then I think states, after they take ownership, they should be able to see how they address this. So I think those are the major challenges. And then we continue to improve. Particularly now, private laboratories are also being activated. Lagos State is starting with that. And then as this, we have more of these on board. So we now have laboratories closer to the people. And then what this means is as we collect more samples, we have many laboratories where these samples can be processed. And then so we have a quicker turnaround time. So we still have a long way to go, but it's a multifactorial issue.
All right. Has anything changed perhaps in the last 1 month with regards to people's awareness of, COVID-19 and ways that they can protect themselves, the non-pharmaceutical measures?
With regards to awareness, we do weekly opinion polls that we conduct, and we continue to get the high percentage of people that show that they are aware of COVID-19. But the question is perception of risk, and that is the major challenge that we are having now. People know that this is real, and this exists, but then they feel that it can affect them, or they are not vulnerable. And then when they don't believe that, the control measures, they are not likely going to believe in that too. And we also did a perception survey, which has also shown that perception of threats is low, and then perception of efficacy. When we say efficacy, we talk about the belief that those control measures will work, and then also confidence in implementing those control measures. So, and then we now find out that when we do, when we put them by each other, we have like a 2x2 table, and then we have 4 boxes. And 59% from the survey that was done show that we have people who have low perception of risk and then low perception of efficacy. And that is sad for us because it means that they don't even feel this is there, and then they are not even bothered about what to do to protect themselves. We have 15% of them in the green zone, which is high perception of risk and a high perception of efficacy. These are people who are motivated to take protective, to obey the protective behavior. But what our messaging now is directed towards the people in the red zone, that is the low category. And it's more of letting them know the implication of this, because majority of these people, when we disaggregate this data by age group, we find out that many of them are youths who feel even when they get this disease, they are not likely going to suffer complications. But they can infect their loved ones, their parents, their uncles. Sometimes some of them depend on people that are not even close to them for maybe education and some other needs. And then if they get this virus, they move close to them, and those people die, then they will be affected eventually. So these are things that we all need to consider. And so we're already adjusting our messaging at various levels, and then we are also communicating this with all stakeholders to ensure that the right thing is done. So we segment the audiences and make sure that we have different messaging for different target audiences.
Indeed, Dr. Disu, and it appears to be, you know, a lot more work for the governments, the NCDC, and of course, Nigerians taking responsibility. Wish we had more time, but we appreciate your time, your thoughts on this issue. Dr. Yaya Disu, Head Communication Division with the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. Thank you for joining us.